Hi Aquarius, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your bi-monthly love reading. Couple of announcements. I have 2 additional options that you can book. I am offering a 6-month love overview, and then just for if you book in July, I'm offering the 6-month love overview or a discounted shorter reading. So there's 3 options: the regular reading, the 6-month love overview, or a quicker discounted love reading. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius. What are the messages and guidance you have for Aquarius in their love advice and guidance that you have? Also, I'm using the Witches Tarot, which I know a lot of readers use them, so you're probably used to seeing. Wanted them for so long. Okay, Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So this month there might be fear of loss. For starters, we have the Ten of Wands. So either you or your love interest definitely has their guard up. Somebody's being very defensive, and unnecessarily so. This is a card of standing your ground and kind of holding on to your ideals a little too strongly. There's a lack of compromise, a lack of acceptance and understanding with this card, and it causes problems. These wands are so beautiful. This defensive attitude can draw a wedge in a relationship. Be a little careful with this, Aquarius. Now, a couple interesting things. First of all, Aquarius, you know you're an air sign. You also know that you can have a little bit of a bite to your judgments and your assumptions in dealing with people. You also know that people can piss you off. Unnecessarily, you get unnecessarily pissed off, okay? You're never going to agree with me when I say that. You won't, but you do. You get unnecessarily pissed off, and you jump to all sorts of conclusions, and then you go away, and then there's silence for weeks, and then all of a sudden, you come back like everything is fine. Like you just call and say, "Hey, how are you?" I'm good. Did you remember that you got offended and then we didn't talk for 3 weeks? Did you forget that happened? And now I'm just supposed to act like everything's fine? Yeah, you do think everything's fine, Aquarius, but it's not. Okay? So the reason why I state that is because 3 things. This card, okay? Unnecessary defense. This card, of Swords, feeling stabbed in the back. Okay? This card can mean a relationship's over. It can mean the end of a phase. But for you, Aquarius, in this reading, with the cards I see here, I'm sensing more that this is you blowing things out of proportion and getting all ticked off. Okay, so you do feel stabbed in the back. You legitimately do feel that. Okay, but you're not being stabbed in the back. That's what you have to realize. You think you are, but you're not. Okay. For example, I was talking to this guy that is an Aquarius, and I've known him a long time, and we aren't friends. We tried to date, I guess you could say, like years ago. Years ago. And anyway, I recently ran across him, and I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And so he called me, and we had a really nice conversation. Okay, just friendly, like catching up. How are you? How's life? Great. Blah 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 blah. I'm doing this. Great. Good to hear. Blah blah blah. Perfect. Okay. Change a few texts, everything was fine, just completely friendly. Well, I was in the process, or like right before, right as we were talking, I'm like, "Hey, it's great catching up with you, but I gotta go because I'm leaving early tomorrow for taking my sister to out of town, dropping her off, blah, 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 blah. I'm going with family." So he knew that I was like going out of town and I was with family and there was kind of a lot of stuff going on for the next few days. Well, anyway, on one of those days, he called me. And I didn't answer because I was driving. And I was like, well, I'll just catch up with him when I get back in town. You know, maybe we'll meet for a drink or lunch or something like that. Just keep it light and friendly. And so I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, I'm driving. I told him I was going to be crazy busy this next few days. I'll just catch up with him when I get back. That's my mindset. I'll just catch up with him when I get back. So I get back in town. And this is classic Aquarius. Every time I've had dealings with Aquarius, it's like similar to this. And it's just like, dudes, you guys need to just chill. So, and I'm sorry if I'm offending a bunch of you by saying this, but I'm just giving such an example of what the other person's thinking when you get all worried or when you get all ticked, okay? So I get back in town, and I reach out to him, and actually he reached out to me and said like some sort of like weird goodbye text, like nice catching up with you, hope things are going well, take care of yourself. And I'm like, huh? Like I just barely got back into town. So I reached out. I'm like, oh hey, how are you? Like it'd be great to catch up and see each other again, blah blah blah. And he's like, no, you need to understand. He said something like, you need to understand, like, no, we're never gonna do that. And it was just really bizarre because one, we were just being friendly and we've known each other for a long, long time. And he just got, and I don't have any idea what happened. Like, no idea. And I don't even care because it's like, peace out. Like, if you're going to act like that, get out of here. And, but the only thing I could think of was that he got offended that I didn't answer his phone call, even though I was very clear that I was going out of town and I was really busy. And plus I was driving, and he probably got offended that one, I didn't answer the phone call, and two, that I didn't text right back saying, I'm sorry, I'm driving, but I'll call you later. I mean, how are we grown adults or are we not? So just example, that type of stuff. You guys get unnecessarily offended. So you feel all stabbed in the back. He felt all stabbed in the back. Okay? And this wasn't even a love scenario like at all. But it's like feeling stabbed in the back, feeling really defensive, when there's actually a really good connection there. Okay? And I'm not saying that with me and him. I'm just saying that in your love life for this month, Aquarius, like you need to realize that this is good. It could go somewhere. Benefit, Two of Wands, past, future, stability. Everything else is going in your life, going well in your life, but you're kind of feeling like you're alone. I mean, he's got his cat here, so he's like in touch with nature. He's in touch with himself. He's in touch with his career. Okay, everything's going well. It's a benefit. Like, you're ready, Aquarius. This means you're ready for love, head and heart decision. Good love, true love. Not all wrapped up only in emotions, okay? Smart love. Doesn't it just look like things are good, so you need to calm down. Don't get caught in this mindset. Okay? Stabbed in the back. Don't feel like you're stabbed in the back. Maybe they're just out of town. Maybe they just have a life and they're going and doing, it's not all about you. I'm not saying you always think it is, but I'm just saying when you get unnecessarily offended and like drop those judgments that are just like black or white, I'm done, and we all know you're really not because you come back and talk like everything's fine later. Well, drop that. You don't really mean it because you get offended. Problem. And it's not a problem like in everyday life. I'm just saying that in this reading, that's what's happening here. There's no need to because things are really good. Plus you're ready. Don't get all offended and act like things are wrong. Three of Wands. Ships are coming in. Okay? You're really ready. Really good things are coming. So, really don't pull this. Death, crowning you, means that there's major transformation. So don't pull this. Okay? I'm going to keep going back there because it's really annoying when you do that. Because you really get hurt. And you really act like they did something really bad. And they really didn't. Now in your future, Five of Cups, this is regret. What this tells me, your future, is that things were good and you pulled this and now you're listening to this reading and you're like, crap, I did that. I shouldn't have. I jumped to the wrong conclusion. Okay? Don't do that, really. Chill out. If someone offends you, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Just let it go. Let it run right off your back and keep going. You don't have to leave them. You don't have to walk out. You don't have to say something snappy. Let the moment pass. Because if you don't, you're going to regret. This says you're going to regret. And then you're going to feel hurt because you feel like they're sneaky. Again, this is exactly what I said with this card, with this Ten of Swords. In most readings, this means something bad is happening. It means that there is an end of a relationship. There is an end of a cycle. But with this Moon card here, and how you feel, and just what I said, Aquarius, this means that you are all emotional. You feel like they did you wrong. You feel like they are cheating and they're lying and they're doing something bad and it's affecting you. But it's not. So then you say something snappy or you walk out or you leave and then you don't take phone calls or you block them or all this really immature stuff to get your point across because you're offended. And then your partner, someone that really loved you, is like, well, and in your mind you're like, I'm going to tune them out for a couple weeks, and I'll just let it pass that way, and then they'll just calm down, I'll calm down, and everything will be back to normal. No, it doesn't go back to normal. Okay? They don't get over things like you do. They think the tower is falling down. They will think the relationship is over. So if you don't really want it to be over, do not walk out. Do not say it. Do not block them. Pick up the phone and talk through it. You're an air sign. You love thought. You love communication. So why on earth, Aquarius, when you get offended, why do you cut communication? That only amplifies the issue. I don't know why Aquariuses don't learn that. Everybody needs a timeout, but it's like for a day or 2 days. It doesn't mean you just weeks or months. You do that, and I want you to read the comments on the bottom of this, because everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, I know. It happens every single time. Sorry if I'm offending you, but your MO. In your hopes and your fears, we have the Page of Swords. So this is you analyzing them. So you're not going to talk. You're going to probably regret because of some antics you're throwing, because they're fine. The relationship is fine. You just are causing problems by blowing stuff out of proportion in your own mind and then acting on it, having your defenses up. It's like trying to work with a brick wall where Ace is offended. Like, I literally might as well be banging head on a brick wall. And that's not you can't have a relationship like that. You have to communicate, and you're an air sign, you love communication, so I don't understand. I'm going to say it again. I don't understand why, when there's issues, why you don't communicate, because all it does is make everything worse. Okay? And you really need to think about this, because this is a good love. This is a good person. They love you. They're willing to, they want to share with you and bond with you and give to you and assist and like be your friend and lover. Okay? It's good, so don't make it bad when it doesn't need to be. Really good. All right. What are the high-level messages and advice that you have for Aquarius? There's a couple, so I'm not going to take them, but it's 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, so it means continuing to work, that you'll be rewarded. So focus on trying to communicate and talk through things, and then saying that you'll be rewarded. What are the additional messages or advice for Aquarius with respect to them? You got to know who your partner is, too. Okay? If you're dating another Aquarius, they might like that space too. But if you're dating a fire sign, they need communication. If you're dating an earth sign, the break could probably be a little bit longer, but at the end of the day, they're going to want some communication. If you're dating a water sign, they're going to need communication, and it's going to be needy. It's going to have to involve emotion. You don't just get offended and go away and then just come back and everything's fine. Like, people get affected. And we understand that that's how you act and react to things. When you get offended, we understand that. But so we allow it, but you have to also understand how we operate, how other people operate. Okay? There has to be understanding on both sides. It can't just be you have to deal with me because I'm an Aquarius and that's how I operate. Be understanding on both sides. Walking away, having faith and hope, and having options. This is what's going to happen. Okay? Don't, cut this type of crap out. Your partner, they're going to leave. They're going to be hopeful, but they're also going to be done with these antics. And then they're going to have a lot of options. Good ones and bad ones. They're going to look for some signs to make the best choice. You too have options. I'm not saying that they're leaving and then they're going to be happy and you're not. You too will have options, but this is a good love, and you need to figure out if you want to keep it or not, because if you don't, then they're going to leave, and if you do, you're going to have to maybe react a little bit differently, at least this month. Okay? All right, Aquarius, that was your reading for at least the first part of July, and I'm going to be doing 6-month and weeklies, so stay tuned. All right, bye.